Hey y'all, hey, my name is Kitty. This is my place. Welcome to the channel. Take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the vibe, and ding the notification bell as well. So this is like my very first tarot live video. Yay! I'm actually excited for this because like I said, it's my first. It's outside of my comfort zone. But the reason why I'm doing this is because like I'm having some software editing program issues, like some technical difficulties on their part, and I don't want to have to wait as long as they're telling me it's probably going to be like a week or within a week until they like fix all the bugs and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna have you wait. So come on in, grab your snacks, and let's begin this tarot reading. So I have 4 piles for you to choose from, and this is going to be, are you on the right path? I know so many of us on our spiritual journey or on just the journey of life itself, it can be so conflicting, like wondering like, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing? Is this gonna satisfy me? Is this, am I doing the right thing? I need some confirmation, you know, asking and things like that. So wait no more, because the video is here. Like I said, I'm gonna play a little sound for you guys, but I have 4. Can you guys see that? I hope so. I have 4 piles for you to choose from, and I'll hold them up in a second. But first I want to take our 3 deep mindful breaths. Choose with your intuition. I'm gonna play a little sound as we take, after we take our breaths, and as I give you a minute. So breathe in deeply and out. Breathe in deeply and out. One more time, in and out. Okay, so we have 4 piles for you to choose from today. I have 4 piles for you to choose from today. So pile number 1, it's a red, maybe this is orange pen. Pile number 2, the yellow pen. Pile number 3 with the blue pen. Pile number 4 with the yellow pen. So I'm going to play a sound. Remember to choose with your intuition. I'm going to give you a second before I begin. I'm also going to pull on camera, on screen, so you guys can see that too. Okay? The song that I'm hearing is, I think it's Anthony, Hopkins. That might be his song. There's a song, quit your worrying, girl. If you're cool, then I'm cool. Then we're cool. We don't got to worry about the money to build us a real good time. I might be butchering the lyrics, but that's the song that I'm hearing. Okay, some of you guys are measuring your success and your accomplishments by the amount of money that you have versus whether it's actually satisfying you or not. So let's get into this before this ends up being collective. All right, so I'm going to start with pile number 1. If you chose the other ones, I will see you guys there. All right, pile number 1, if you chose the orange pen, let's see if you are on the right path. The path that you on is pile number 1, on the right path. Someone's having like anxiety or creative block, or like wondering like if what you're doing is enough, like whether it's gonna live up to some standard, or you know, societal standard or some kind of standard. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. No, bring me my pen. Okay, so if you guys hear kids, I do have kids in the other room, but they may pop in from time to time. You guys might have kids as well. Okay, thank you. Shut this door, please. Thank you, thank you. Shut this door, please. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so you... Shut this door. So yeah, maybe you got kids, or maybe you like are never like having a moment to yourself. But this Queen of Cups, like, I feel like you are on the right path, but it's like you gotta do some inner work, okay? Because this is like a path, a pile. This is like a pile that's like is putting in a lot of work, but like it's like putting in a lot of work but going in circles, ending up like thinking the same or feeling the same, or just some type of unsatisfactory, just going in a circle, like doing all this work and then starting back at square one. And the reason for that, like, because it's not like you're on the wrong path, like all paths lead to the same destination. Like, because I was just thinking about that too, like on my morning walk. And my bad, you guys, if it feels like I'm getting sidetracked, but maybe the story is relevant because I'm thinking about it. But I was thinking about it like on my morning walk today, like like when we get so upset, like when we're just driving in our car, like day to day, we get so upset that like they're working on the road, like the road is under construction, so they put a big detour, and the detour might be take us a longer, and it kind of might take us like outside of our way, but we still end up on the street that we needed to be on. So that's the message. It's like it doesn't matter which way how you get there, what turns, dips, U-turns that you do to get there, like you're still gonna get to your destination, okay? You're still um in the right way, but it's like your headspace is really what's got you feeling like you're doing, and then boom, you're back to the same mental thinking that you've been working so hard to get past. And like you just got to do some inner work, okay? You got to do there's some sacral chakra work that needs to be done, okay? The sacral chakra governs your ability to feel, just, oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Yes, your ability to feel. So you might have problems with like tuning into your emotions or feeling your emotions or really being receptive to other people's emotions or something like that, because like that's what's really coming up. It's like it's not that you're not on the right path, it's that you got to get your mind right. Pile number one, you got to get your mind right. Because it's like you can have all the riches, you can have the kingdom, you can be sitting on the throne, but you still like feeling like there's something more, feeling like you're missing something. And that's because like Jennifer Lewis said in her interview, like you got to be happy on your way to happy. Otherwise, it don't matter how much stuff is going to be given to you, you're going to receive, you're not going to be happy. You're always going to be looking for the next best thing, unable to enjoy the moment. Sacral chakra work. Okay, and then the Knight of Swords. So it's like when you are in a moment where you are needing to self-reflect, like you're trying to rush through these processes, but let me tell you, you cannot run through any process, this pile number one. You just can't, because you know we gotta learn what we gotta learn. It don't, like, if you rush through something, you're gonna have to learn it again. Like, so it's like take your time with where you're at. Enjoy where you're at. Enjoy the stillness. Enjoy the silence. Enjoy wherever you are. Enjoy it. Find, and it's like you got to do some inner work. Like it's all coming back to like you. Like Justice, things are gonna work out. Okay, so it's like I feel like I need to tell you that like things are gonna work out for you, pile number one. You it's funny because like you hear this all the time, like you don't have nothing to worry about. Because for one, I've literally learned, like, if you're just sitting around worrying, that's keeping you from anything, that's keeping you from everything, because you're so in your mind, you're just worried about what you're worried about. And really, it's like things are gonna, in your life, things are gonna balance out. So if you've been feeling like things are just upside down, like where you're just unsure, like where you went wrong, where this U-turn happen, why you're so, it's because like you just kind of got lost in your mental sauce. Okay, like you got lost in the go-go-go-ness of life. And it's kind of like your focus wasn't on yourself, your focus was on other things. Y'all are being very not mindful right now. I don't know. You have to ask grandma. Shut this door, please.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay, look, tell them to not be so loud.
What?
Y'all come here. I can't even pause this. I can't pause this, but you guys give me a minute. My bad, you guys. If you have kids, you know, like, always on go. But yes, back to what I was saying, like, things are going to balance out. Like, when I say like you have nothing to worry about, it's because like at the end of the day, it don't matter like what. Think about just previous struggles that you've thought like, oh my god, like I don't know what I'm gonna do, like this is it, this is the end for me, like, but what happened? A way was made. Things balanced out, things worked themselves out, and that's what I'm being called to tell you. Like, things are going to work out. Like, stop trying to rush yourself, past those emotions that you're feeling, pile number one. Like, because they're always going to be there. They're going to be there until you learn how to like integrate them, like until you learn how to communicate with yourself and tend to yourself. Yes. So like I said, like, are you on the right path? You're on the right path, but you do have to get your mind right. You have to get your mind right along with you. Lost land, soul, memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Exactly. So when I say, like, when I see this card, like lost lands, like this is again, like you getting lost in, you're getting lost in your mind. You're getting lost in the memories. You're getting lost in the past. You're getting lost in the mistakes. You're just getting lost in the things that's like, that you've done. And like maybe you weren't successful how you wanted to be successful, or maybe it didn't work out how you wanted it to work out, but the point is that it worked out. And my bad, I didn't even realize that you probably can't see that, so I do apologize, lost lands. But yes, your soul memories, and it's like your soul is remembering something. So it's like you're like yearning for something, you're yearning for a feeling, but the feeling that you're feeling, you got to get yourself right. You got to get your inner right. I don't even know how else to say it. You got to get your inner right. You got to meditate. You got a lot of things inside that needs to unravel, that needs to be worked out. And I don't mean working yourself to the backbone until you can't think about it no more. No, I mean like you got to work on that specifically. Like you got to work on this scrambledness of it, like, because it's like what you're trying to do now is like submerge it. You're trying to bury it deep like the Titanic, but it's like it's coming up to the surface, like, and it does, like, because maybe it'll just like settle down and then it'll come back up. And that's what it is, because like you're not really getting through those emotions that you're burying. You're not really forgiving yourself. Okay, you're just kind of liking yourself a little bit in the moment, and then like when a moment comes that's kind of like different than that, like then you're back to, oh, I'm unworthy, or I, you know, like feeling like shit again. Deep cellular healing. Exactly. Deep cellular healing, because like you have the emotions of not only you, womb healing. That's what you need. Man or woman, you need that womb healing, because we all come here in our mother's womb. So we all carry their trauma, her trauma, our trauma from our parents, trauma from their parents, and so on and so on and so on. You get the point. But yes, like that, you need some deep, if you're a woman, look into like yoni steaming, look into like womb meditation, sacral chakra meditation, sacral chakra yoga, just really nourishing that womb area. And look at the back of the deck, energy is you've got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Okay, the codependency I'm learning because I'm starting to read this book. Like the codependency can even be like your need to fix people and fix things and fix situations, and being a fixer is actually a codependency. Like we're dependent on people needing us, and that is a form of codependency. So sometimes it's like we're not sure what codependency looks like. We're clinging to people, like don't go nowhere, don't leave me, but it's actually also like wanting to fix everybody, wanting to fix everything and things like that. That's also a form of codependency. So yo, it's deep, but the point is for you, like are you on the right path? You are on the right path. You are never not on the right path. You worry a lot, and that brings about a lot of stress on whether you're doing the right thing or whether you're doing enough. But it's like you are, and you always are. But the thing is, you can't, if you're not doing inner work, external work is not going to work but so much. Like it's always going to come back to what's your mental state, how are you feeling inside. And it's like you've gotten to a point because you're numb. Ooh, goosebumps. You're numb because you're numb to certain emotions, you're numb to certain feelings. So it's like you're losing your sense of joy, you're losing your sense of hope. Look at this, come back to life, pile number one. This is what spirit wants you to come back to. You're come back to you, come back to life. Like you've gone so numb. Oh, you know, there's a song. I've become so numb, I can hear you say, all I wanted to do was be more like me and be less like you. Y'all know that song? That's the song I'm getting because it's like you've tried so much. Like you tried blending, you tried people pleasing, you've tried everything except acceptance of self. You've even tried forgiving the people that hurt you, and it's like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Like it's not. You have to work on forgiving yourself. Eventually, maybe a time will come where you'll feel like forgiving them, but it's like numero uno. You need to worry about self. How are you feeling towards yourself? Because at the end of the day, you are all you have. Even if you do have kids, like you still have to take care of you first. You still got to get your mind right and make sure that you are up to speed. Because I mean, like, you have a big bold vision, and the thing is also like you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in where you're going. You got to believe in the path that you have chosen for yourself. You can always change your mind. With information comes changes and stuff like that, but it's like you got to believe in whatever it is that you want to do for yourself. You got to believe in yourself and know that it doesn't matter how many detours that you take, that how many mistakes that you make, you are still learning, and you're still going to get to wherever you're going to get to, because your blessings aren't going to miss you. Your blessings aren't going to pass you. They're going to come to you like when you're ready for them. And like you've been preparing this whole time. It's like, but you have a lot of doubt that you have to move past. So I'm going to pull some self-care that came right on out. Okay, self-care for my pile number ones. Okay, and I'm also going to pull from the Moonology as well. Your dreams need a practical plan, because if we're not planning, we're just running around like a chicken with our head cut off, doing what we remember. Like, oh yeah, I remember doing that, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna do this. But like, if you sit down with yourself and figure out what it is that you want and why, and not just like, I want money because I ain't never had money, or the things that I can do with money. Like, really sit down with yourself and figure out what it is that you want to do and why you want to do it. Like, because we all are figuring out how to come back from our heart center, how to use our hearts, how to come from our heart space, how to lead with love and let our heart lead us to the money, to the abundance and wealth. But your dreams need a practical plan, and you definitely need to meditate, because the answers that you need are coming. Meditation is more than just sitting down crisscross applesauce chanting and om. Sometimes meditation is taking a walk. Sometimes meditation is going outside and doing some deep breathing. Sometimes meditation is journaling. Find whatever form of meditation works for you, so that there is silence and there is concentration on self. Hydrate. That's self-explanatory. Like, really, when you drink water, it's like life changing. Like, people don't really understand, because like it's everybody just says drink water, but drink water, like, you are water. You're like 90% of water. And connect with your ancestors. Like, build a better connection with your ancestors. Like, meditation, going outside, creating, taking care of yourselves. Those are all things that are respectful to you, respectful to spirit, respectful to your ancestors, because that's how they can better communicate with you, by by you taking care of yourself, because you will be in a better headspace to receive downloads if you are taking care of yourself, starting with hydration. Because think about it, like, when you're dehydrated, your brain is like, you're slower. Your brain processes things slower. Your organs begin taking away from different parts, other organs that contain water. So it's like you're drying up like a raisin, but when you give yourself water, you're flourishing like a plant. Make sense? So you have, I'm gonna text you, I'm selfish, your body looks good. I'm just reading these words. You apply it how you want to apply it. I want to grow old with you. I'm avoiding you. Wishy-washy energy. This has nothing to offer you. That's what I was about to say. Like, because it's like wishy-washy. Somebody playing on your emotions. Somebody trying to play on your... look, wow. In your intelligence, sort of, somebody say, you haven't been drinking enough water. Boom. Just like that. Like, drink some water. Take a sip while we're here. Drink some water, Stop feeding yourself lies. Now, with that, that's like, when I say stop... So with stop feeding yourself lies, that's like promising yourself that you're going to do something and not following through. That's telling yourself that you're going to do something and not doing it for yourself. That sometimes, like, feeding yourself lies is not following through. Like, and also feeding yourself lies is not, like, if somebody is using you or trying to walk all over you or whatever the case may be, yeah, like, stop feeding yourself lies by excusing their behavior. Oh, they're doing this because they're like this and that. Stop feeding yourself lies. Like, be real with yourself. The only way we can really truly change and honor and accept ourselves is if we're being real with ourselves. And also another one is like telling yourself that you was a victim in a situation that you kind of played a part in. Take that how that resonates, but that's also like a stop feeding yourself lies. Like, oh, I didn't deserve this, I didn't do nothing wrong type of thing. Okay? And then you're bad with money was another thing that came out. So now we're just pulling out these word cards, and then I'm going to move on to pile number 2. We have persuasive, coach, I am crushing. Ooh, and you guys, when we get in that mood where we're crushing, like, no form of common sense can penetrate. Like, no common sense at all. Photography. Now, when I see photography, I do think of the hobby, but I also think of switching your perception, seeing things, like adjusting your focus, seeing things from a different perspective, because, like, we need to evolve and grow. We need to literally evolve and grow. And that was 1925. That could be the year you were born, the year somebody was born that's relevant to you, or just a confirmation that you have been, like, living in the past, just reliving the past, just thinking too much on the past, where those emotions feel so real and like you done stirred some stuff up. We have March, Capricorn, hardworking, ambitious, responsible. We have July, a lot of birthdays coming out. July, we have 1 week. Work is only half the fun. You are not meant to just pay bills and die. Take a break, plan a trip, have some fun, laugh more, go see some new sights, expand your mind, unwind. Nature needs you. Exactly. Then we have, what is this? Virgo, intelligent, analytical, honesty, reliable, perfectionist. Okay. Gemini, flexible, outgoing, funny, smart, versatile, enthusiastic. That could be you. Um, Take that how that resonates. Ooh, so it's like you're attracting money, but this is why your dreams need a practical plan, because you're like wanting to attract all this money, but it's like you don't have a plan really with your money, like the way you spend money, like you're bad with money. One of the cards, you could be bad with money, but you're like wanting to attract it, and you're getting mad that like when you attract money, like money just goes just as quick as it comes, and that's because like a part of you still needs to work on that lack mentality, that lack mindset. And then we have 6 months. So yeah, and I also want to pull from, I already did the self-care. This is my new deck, and then I'm gonna move on, but this is my new deck that I made. No, I don't have a name for it yet, but it's just so cute. All right, so I'm gonna get like 1 or 2 cards from here for pile number 1, about the path that they're on or something like that. We have Dancer. I'm in love with a stripper. That's the song. Then we have Tease Me, Fantasy, OnlyFans. You might have that. I love watching you work, or someone's just amazed by your body. Someone's just amazed by the way that you look. Strip club love, shake that money maker. Someone just thinks that you have a body, or this is just a way. Dancing is just simply a way that you like express yourself, a way that you release emotions, because people do that. Like dancing could have nothing to do with other people externally. It could be like that's your form of expression. That's how you flow. That's how you feel like you in flow, by dancing. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1, if you chose the red pen. If that message resonated with you, give me a like, subscribe for the vibe, and ding the notification bell as well. Till next time, you guys, bye. On to the yellow pen. If you chose the yellow pen, we're about to find out if you are on the right path. Oh my god, if you guys ever seen Bringing Down the House, that song that she was singing at the table when she was like, Mama, is Master gonna sell us tomorrow? Yeah, I don't know. That song, yeah, it's just coming up. But let's see. Somebody could have been like, somebody resonate with that movie or something. Somebody could have been like wrongfully convicted, or like wrongfully like judged for something. All right, is pile number 2 on the right path? Okay, and all these cards are in reverse. So pile number 2. The straightforward answer is no. But don't let your heart drop. Don't let your heart drop. We're gonna talk about it. All right. Are you on the right path? No. I feel like you're focusing on the wrong things. I feel like with the yellow, we're talking about the solar plexus. That's your willpower, okay? You're not being disciplined. You're not being, what's the word? How do you say it? Consistent. And don't shoot the messenger, okay? Y'all clicked on this reading. Are you on the right path? Alright. But no, like, I'm not telling you nothing like that you don't already know, But like, are you on the right path? No. Because you're focusing on the wrong thing. You kind of you're kind of closed off to receiving, or just because like, it's like like you're like closed off, okay? It's I'm just gonna be honest. You might have a blocked solar plexus, but it's like I'm feeling somebody is like closed off. Somebody's trying to like identity theft, but it's like a copycat. Yeah. You're like you might resonate with being like a copycat, or just trying to do what everybody else is doing, trying to fit, if they're like seeing somebody being successful and then be like, oh, I'm gonna do that the way they do it because they were successful while they were doing it. And there's nothing wrong with like getting inspiration from other people, but this is like kind of like copycat behavior. You're just not being true to yourself. I'll just say that. Like, you're not being true to yourself. This is like kind of like having like an identity crisis, you know, trying to figure out who you are. Okay. Woohoo. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, you're focused on your losses, pile number 2. If I'm being honest, you're like legit like focusing on like your losses. Like, you used to be the king of swords, like you used to have this and things were great and you used to be disciplined and you used to work out, and you're focused on the things that you used to could do, that you used to was used to like. Like, you blocking your blessings, pile number 2. Cause it's like you're looking on, like, you're looking at like the grass is greener on the other side type. You're not, and it's like you trying to figure out how to get, and like, look, it's like you trying to figure out how to get to the greener pasture, but it's like, it's like that ain't gonna work. You gotta come back to self. You gotta come back to being the fool, following your curiosity, following your heart. That's the thing. So it's like you're not on the right path, but you can get on the right path by figuring out and remembering. It's not really figuring out. It's just remembering who you are, and remembering that who you are is awesome, and remembering that you, period, are enough. Everything you bring to the table is enough. Yes, that doesn't mean that we cannot evolve and grow, but that just means that where you are, who you are, as you are, not trying to be anybody else, but you as you are, is enough. And you bring that to the table every single time. It's like you don't have to put on this facade. You don't have to put on this front about what you got, about what you do, you know, or something like that. Like, be who you are. Come as you are. It's like when it's kind of like pretending that you know something but you don't know it, or something like that, or just trying to come off a certain way that's not you. Because you gotta have the courage to be yourself, and you have to have the courage to literally, because it's like going in this direction with the Knight of Wands, but the Knight of Cups actually going this way, following their creative project, following their heart, following their intuition, going in that direction, which is the right direction. But you're focused on this direction because this direction made such and such successful. But it's like you gotta follow your own authenticity. You gotta follow your heart. You gotta follow, you know, you. And then, like, even this, like, the Knight of Cups is like super calm. Like, they know where they're going. They're assured. Is that the right word? They're sure of the direction that they're going. Like, you know, and then like this one, like, look, even the horse is a little anxious, but the guy on the horse looks super unsure. But it's just like, they did it, so I'm gonna do it. And but it's like, it feels different for you. Like, it doesn't feel like you should really be doing this. It doesn't feel like this is your venture, and it's because it's not. It's because you're not following you're kind of like, this is like if somebody was just following the money versus following like their love of, or their passion. But lots of yellow energy anyway, so definitely work on your solar plexus, pile number 2, because your solar plexus deal with your identity, your willpower, your discipline, your courage, did I say identity? Yeah, your identity. All right, I'm not gonna take that. That's too many. I'll take 1 or 2 for pile number 2. Advice for them. Okay. You have the courageous peony. Exactly. Definitely need to tap into your creative. I mean, not your creative. Well, yeah, you're creative, but your courage. Okay, tap into your courage. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be seen like the sun. The sun never hides from the clouds. The sun never hides from the moon. The sun shines however long it shines, and don't get upset that the moon has come out. I don't know where I was going with that. I thought that, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, let yourself be seen. Okay? The other roses on the rose bush don't hide. Like, they just be. And they're beautiful, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to tap into your creative. I keep saying creative, but I mean courageous energy. And then the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Okay, so pile number 2, you need some inner child healing. You need to do some inner child work, okay? Because your inner child needs some loving. Your inner child needs to be told that everything is going to be okay. Your inner child needs some nurturing and some reassuring and some love and some kindness. Your inner child just needs to be woo-wooed and soothed. Okay? Because maybe like as a child for so long people was telling you how to be, or like whatever you were doing wasn't enough, or you know, whatever the case, like you was never good enough, and that's why, you know, like you had that feeling like, okay, is this, am I doing enough, is this good enough, or how will people see it? But like the only validation you need is you, yourself, your higher self, and spirit. Everybody else you don't need, you know, if it feels right to you, you know. So your self-care, literally flow like water. Learn to flow like water, pile number 2. And deep breathing. Deep breathing. Okay, so a deep breathing technique that you can do is to inhale deeply and exhale. Which one are we gonna do? Inhale, exhale, and do that at least 20 times, as little as 6 times. But that sound is going to transmute fear into courageousness and righteousness. So do that every day as much as you need. But yes, you definitely like need to learn to flow like water, because you get into your own way and you block your own blessings by trying to control everything, by trying to dictate how things are going to fan out, you know, or just trying to see how they do it and being a mimic, being a copycat. Look, see, like following somebody's social media. Oh, am I? Yeah, following somebody's social media. Always watching. Maybe, you know, maybe you've been like social media, like off the charts, like nonstop, like watching what people do, watching what like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're watching so much social media, like you're just scrolling through and watching these Facebook models or these Instagram models, and you're just watching it and watching it and just watching in on other people's life and not experiencing your own life. That really does take away. It's draining. It takes away from you. And then we have this. This could also be somebody watching your social media and thinking like, whoa, you got some nice lips. You got a really nice face. Like the way those lips just, yeah. Like I love those lips. I love that smile. Like I can't stop admiring your features. So you might have a secret admirer on your social media, pile number 2. But it's like you might can't see your own beauty, pile number 2. You might can't see your own worth, your own value. You might don't see that. You know, you might be a half glasses half empty, you know, type of person. Like, you know, oh yeah, okay. So you might have friends that try to like boost you up, make you feel good, stuff like that. Where is my moonology? So I'm gonna pull a few more moonology cards. Well, not a few more, but I'm gonna pull some moonology cards, and then we are gonna move on. All right, so your hard work is paying off. So if you have been doing some inner child healing, if you have been working on your chakras, specifically your solar plexus, just know that your hard work is paying off. You might can't see it, but sometimes it's just on a spiritual level. Sometimes it's just on an emotional level, on a mental level. Sometimes you will see your hard work in the physical, but all this inner work and stuff like that, you will mostly see it on a mental, emotional level. Okay, but your hard work regardless is paying off. Know that you aren't putting in the work for no reason. Okay? And then we have hold your vision. So don't give up. If you have been putting in like a lot of like work as far as business and success and stuff like that, just don't give up. Hold your vision. Remember why you started, because most of the time we didn't start just because of the money. We started because this was something that we loved. This was something that we wanted to give to people and things like that. But hold your vision and remember why you started. Pile number 2. Don't give up so easily. Don't give up on yourself. We have I'm not who you think. Repeating patterns and lessons. Can you die so I can be you? So the hate be real. Just know, it's like, you know, and I think that's so weird too, because like you got somebody like severely, seriously like hating on you, like just hating on the fact that you got some luscious lips, or just hating on the fact that you got beautiful, or just hating on the fact that you travel, or hating on the fact that you are doing inner child healing or doing work on yourself. Excuse me. People are really hating on that. And but don't let that be your focus. Don't let the fact that people are hating on you or doing whatever, got their nose turned up at you, keep you from receiving, keep you from shining so bright, because you are a star. Keep you from flowing like water, keep you from going on adventures and stuff like that, because you are worthy of living your best life, whatever that looks like for you. But don't go out of your way and try to match someone else's life, not knowing all the ins and outs of what they did to have to get there. So pile number 2, that's what let me pull from this. I didn't pull anything from this. Oh, okay, look. We have this little puppy dog, which is cute, because this might be even a friend watching you, which is weird, because not weird, but it's just weird because I've been picking up like a someone's hating on you vibe. So it could be a friend, it could be somebody that you know, it could be a neighbor. But yeah, it's someone that's kind of like not on your radar, like someone you wouldn't think is hating on you is hating on you. So hey you guys, if you're just coming in, hello, I'm on pile number 2 of my Are You on the Right Path? um so just continue watching. I'm about to be on pile number 3. But yeah, so yeah, so like I said, it could be somebody that you know, that's just like hating on you. But hey, because you are mysterious. Look at this. That cat, you're like, you bring a whole bunch of mystery to you or out of you, because people don't know what you're doing, or maybe you're not as active on social media as you used to, and they're like, I wonder what they got going on, like I wonder what they're doing. And then like with the spider, like you figured out that like you are able to make your own destiny. You are able to create your own destiny. You are the co-creator, you are the weaver. You say who get to stay in your life, who get to leave, and you realize that, and that's what you kind of start applying. So like maybe you cut off one of your friends, maybe it came to that, and they're like, I don't know why they acting so funny, I don't know why they acting so brand new, because this is not like, no, but no. And then we have Be Happy by Mary J. Blige. This is just, look up that song too. How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go? Boom. Speaks for itself. But that's what I have for you, pile number 2. If that was interesting, if it made sense at all, like this video, subscribe to the vibe, and ding the notification bell as well. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, pile number 3, if you chose the blue pen, let's see if you are on the right path. Oh, I can't even see. Okay. Okay, pile number 3. If you chose pile number 3, this is beautiful, pile number 3. So, are you on the right path? You are going in the correct direction, okay? The thing is, you really got to work on your intuition. You really got to work on building that self-trust. You really got to work on trusting yourself enough to know that you're doing what's right for you, okay? If it comes to mind, if you really feel that urge, just know that it might be new, it might be scary, you might not know what's going on, but know that, you know, but yeah. So you are walking into something that's going to shock you, that's going to really bring your ideas into life. So that is beautiful. Are you on the right path? You are headed in the right direction with goosebumps, which is beautiful to know. Okay. Okay, so some of you guys have decided to take a chance on yourself. You decided to put you first. And some of you guys are musically talented, gardener, good with your hands, child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Exactly. Master man, the potential to be a master manifester. Activated earth. Trust where you're led. Exactly. Just said inner earth. Trust in the direction that you're being led, because you are being led to new things. You are being led to peace, to harmony, to abundance, to prosperity, to newness. And so it is going to be scary because there's going to be like levels up. You're not going to know, not saying that you're not going to know like people, but it's like you're going to be meeting new people. You're going to be networking differently. Okay, you're going to be moving differently. You're going to be speaking up more. You're going to be trusting yourself. You're going to be having boundaries. Like, it's beautiful. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Exactly. So just because you don't see anything happening today, right now, within 24 hours, doesn't mean that things aren't in motion. Okay, so like when we're talking about, for example, building wealth, you don't build wealth overnight. You don't build wealth within 24 hours. It's something that's, you know, we're building, talking about generational wealth. We're building generational wealth. Okay, and that takes time. That takes, you know, things being put into motion. So it's like, keep holding your vision. And when things get rough, or when things are like you feeling like you're in a dark place or whatever, hold your vision and remember why you started. Like, remember. Okay. Boom, boom. So now we're going to pull from my Moonology deck. Literally, believe in the impossible. What did I say? Pile number 3, you have to believe in yourself. That is the first thing into making anything, into making any moves, into taking any steps towards success, is believing in yourself, is believing in the ideas that have come to you. So believe in the impossible. And you also have, don't let your pride get in the way. So pride is something that's very tricky. We all have it. So, but pride can get in your way, as in it won't allow you to ask for help. It won't, you know, it'll just block you, having you feeling like, oh, you have to do it by yourself, or, you know, or don't take any breaks, you know, things like that. So just trust yourself. Go downstairs. Yeah, I was. Go. Bye bye. Get in your room. But yes, sorry about that, guys. Whew. Had to clear it out. Let's clear it out. Okay. So now I'm gonna do some self-care. How can you take care of yourself in this time? The best self-care that you can practice right now. That will be best for you. Make a meal. Literally, you are what you eat. I know people are like, no, that's not true. But it is. If you are someone who eats fast food, no judgment, but just pay attention to how after you eat fast food or how you eat certain foods and you feel heavy and you feel sluggish and you feel fatigued and you feel like you want to go to sleep, it's not because you overeat, it's because the food that you're eating are heavy on your body. And so, or like what you're consuming, like we're talking about eating like a dead, and no, I'm not vegan or anything, but it's just the point that if we're talking about like eating a dead animal, your emotions aren't going to feel all happy and uplifted all the time, especially if you're consuming it in lots of amounts. So by make your food, just know what you're putting in your food, okay? Make your own burgers, make your own chicken sandwiches, you know, things like that, whatever the case may be. But it's just like make your own so you know what you're eating, what you're putting into your body. That's the whole point. Not saying go vegan, just choose healthier eating options, okay? Make a meal every once in a while. Make a meal more than you go out, you know? Then we have alone time. So this is the perfect time to do some self-reflection, to get to know yourself, to get to know where you want to be, to start asking yourself, is this what I want? Or what moves do I need to make to get to where I need to be? How can I trust myself more? How can I bring this idea to life? So start asking yourself those very, very important questions. And most of the time, like, we do better with self-reflecting alone. So go outside, go for a walk, go to the park. You don't have to go far. You don't have to go to a different country to do some self-reflecting. Like, get near some water, soothe your senses. And then we have clean your space. That is another thing that can really take a toll, that people don't tend to not think about, that can take a toll on your emotions, that can take a toll on how you're feeling and whatnot. If your space hasn't been deep cleaned in a while, then definitely take a moment to do that, because it matters. If your car is junky, if your drawer is junky, if your workspace is messy and unorganized, that will take a toll on your mental state and on your emotions. You might notice that. So maybe you notice it now and I'm bringing it to your attention. You might didn't notice it before. But it's like good stuff. I'm going to pull some cards from my deck. And then I'm going to pull from there. So are you on the right path? Pile number 3, you are going in the right direction, which is good. And it's like, too, like, focus on the things that you can control. You might have a drinking, you may like to drink some whiskey, or you might have a addiction, or you might abuse alcohol, or you like to have a good time, you know, you got some wild behavior, you like to get loose. No judgment. Hey, it is what it is. We all got our coping mechanisms, you know. But that's just like to be mindful of your consumption, to be mindful of how these things make you feel, or the actions that these things have you doing. You know what I'm saying? Then we have oblivious to your talents, artistic gifts. Oh my gosh, you have gifted hands. You can create, like, you can, maybe you're like a natural artist, whether that's drawing, whether that's painting, whether that's sculpting, or just using pens, you know, just graffiti work. I don't know, something. Like, you are very talented and you probably don't even realize how talented you are. Pile number 3. Oh, yeah, okay. So pile number 3, just gonna give you the biggest hug ever. Giving you the biggest hug, giving you lots of love. Like, you have so much fear, pile number 3, so much fear of you're scared of your own success, which is one of the reasons why you deal with a lot of self-sabotage, because you're afraid of what successful you would actually look like, because you haven't been successful yet, but you can feel it. You can feel like, oh, this would be successful, but then you do something that sabotages yourself. So it's you against you. You push people away, or you push you away. You have fear of commitment, fear of being loved, fear of being trapped, fear of failure, fear of being unworthy, fear of being a burden. You have childhood trauma, maybe even have abandonment issues. If you've never heard the song by Kevin Gates, I believe, Prisoner in My Own Mind, listen to it and listen to the lyrics. But yeah, I mean, just whoa, right? Because it's like you got a lot going on. You definitely need some time to like breathe it out. You need some time to not be obligated to everything and everybody. So maybe you need to even set some boundaries instead of just, maybe saying yes when you should have said no, or when you wanted to say no. You have, you hurt me, I'm struggling to let that go. And then you have things. Yes, that's why I say get near water, because you have things that you need to cleanse and release off of you. Maybe even take a salt bath to just cleanse your energy. You have, damn, I miss you. Better everything is on the way. I love when that comes out, when things are just so hectic. Like, better everything is on the way. Just know that. You need a shower. You don't shoot the messenger. Baby came out. I'm using you. You got somebody trying to use you, or you got somebody currently using you. This could be for your energy. This could be for the services you offer them, or the things that you offer them, or whatever. Just sex, nothing else. They could be using you for your goodies, man or woman. I watch your pages nonstop. Okay. Then we have stepmom. Okay. Cheers to the freaking weekend. And the weekend hasn't started yet. Okay. That song too might be like, you might be a party person. Pile number 3. Or just, be around that type. Mm-hmm. Off balance chakras. Fire sign, you could be a fire sign, or just, someone who is passionate, impulsive, inspiring, creative, confident, assertive, passionate, ambitious, outspoken. You have no, but there's still a chance. You have a flat out no. You have Aries, strong leadership, high self-confidence, positive energy, bravery, creativity. Handle yourself like the most expensive, valuable, fragile flower to ever exist. And affirm and reaffirm. Use those affirmations. What we tell ourselves matter. What we don't tell ourselves matter, because if we're not telling ourselves stuff, then we're leaving it to the people of our past to talk in our head, or the society to tell us about ourselves. Like, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. You really gotta add your fruits and veggies. Pile number 3, eat those fruits and veggies. Success will come from this. Yes, success will come when you start taking care of yourself. If I'm being honest, success will come when you start taking care of yourself. The first step is acknowledging that there is a problem. You have gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. You gotta be happy on your way to happy. I think I said that with pile number 1. Do you hear that alarm? I think that's an ambulance. So seriously, pile number 3, you really want to take care of yourself. That's like a warning. That's like confirmation that you are not taking care of yourself. And you need to take care of yourself. You need to really stimulate your mind by being grateful for the things that you have, for the things that are going good in your life, for the things that you have, because there are people without having to be more fortunate. Or no, I don't know. There are people who are less fortunate being grateful for the little that they have. So just something to think about. And you have the power to create the life that you desire. Don't forget, like, you are a master manifester. You just got to get your mind on board. You got your mind, like, you're not believing in yourself. If you're not believing in yourself, how is it going to happen? It can't happen without you. You have to believe that it's possible. Look, again, was this pal? You got somebody in the friend zone, or somebody got you in the friend zone that you like? Problem solver, okay? You're really good at solving problems, or Again, you have art. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were an artist. I knew you were a creative person. I'm not going to read this, but I'll let you read it. So yeah, you hanging on to some stuff. You got some stuff that you haven't let go of. You left me and I never forgot your smell. Exactly, like you're holding on to a bunch of stuff. Good listener, forgiveness, look into your heart. Be hopeful toward the things you have not yet to gain. Gratitude, darling. Gratitude came out again. You got to be grateful. You got to. Your body and mind is amazing, so you definitely do have like an admirer. And you need to admire yourself. Smile, it's been a while. Appreciate yourself. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Are you on the right path? You are headed in the right direction. So give this video a like, subscribe, and ding the notification bell. And I'm going to move on to pile number 4. All right, last one of the day is the green. Hello, Princess Tarot 333. If you chose pile number 4, let's see if you are on the right path. Okay. If you like this video so far, give me a like, subscribe, and ding the notification bell as well. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Portal, doors are open. You are. If you chose pile number 4, you are. Yes, yes, yes. On the right path. Amazing. And what's awesome is for you, pile number 4, you have literally, like, you're paving a new way. Like, you're paving a new path for others to follow. It hasn't been easy, but you are doing it, and you probably make it look easy. But, like, doors are opening for you. You get to decide where you go from here. This is like a clean slate. Like, you get to decide. This is like a wild card where you're open to receiving the blessings, where you're open to receiving the gifts that, you know, of your labor. Like, you just need to remember that, like, when things get chaotic, or when you feel lost, or when you feel like you want to follow along with everybody else, you need to remember that you have to be the leader that you wish you had in every situation. And the back of the deck energy is called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Exactly, that's what I was getting. And that alarm, I'm sorry you guys, I can't control that. Okay, they are gone. And then we have weight of the world. Well, we have Star Brother, sorry. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So this was in reverse. So never feel like you don't need to protect yourself. Energetically, spiritually, any level of protection. Okay, just make sure that you are leveled up with the protection, because I mean, people are crazy. People do things and people think certain things about you. They don't know you, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Like, people, so just, people are crazy. All right, people are great. Some people are crazy. All right, but you know, it is what it is. Protect yourself from those type of people. All right, so make sure that you got your protection. Okay, then you have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So everybody, I think, at some point had something to let go of. Pile number 4. So yeah, for you, pile number 4, I believe yours have to do a lot with forgiveness and looking into your heart and looking at the bigger picture and realizing that you've been carrying a lot on your heart that is not yours to carry, and you don't need to carry it anymore. Like, you don't need to carry it anymore. Then we have trust the timing. Trust the way you came in. Time is not running out, so you don't need to rush. You don't need to panic. You don't need to try and have it all figured out by tomorrow, because there is no deadline to doing whatever it is that you're doing. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Exactly. Like, tune into that heart space. If we're talking about chakras, your heart chakra, pile number 4, needs some work, needs to be open so that you can receive the greatness that is in the world, the abundance, the love, the joy, the laughter, the play, the happiness. All of that is within your heart chakra. So you definitely want to open up. Protecting yourself doesn't necessarily mean that you're closing yourself off. It doesn't mean that you're closing yourself off at all. I mean, closing yourself off to people, but it doesn't mean that you're closing yourself off to love completely. It doesn't mean that you're closing yourself off from people completely. It just means that you are protecting yourself, and you know, when you're protecting yourself, you're just you have boundaries up, and you know, you're more aware of like people who are trying to use you just for your energy, like people who only come around just to gossip to you, or people who only come around to tell you their problems but they don't listen to your problems. You know, you'll be more aware of that, and you'll be like, nah, I don't want to have to do with that. See, the thing is, for you, pile number 4, you're going against the grain, so you might be losing a lot of people, or people might just be falling off naturally, but it's like you have to trust where you're being led, because you're opening new doors and you're paving a new path. So the path that you're paving is going against what anybody in that you know or close to you in your circle, anybody that has ever done before. So you're doing something completely different than what they've seen before, and you're paving a new path, and people don't get it, and you're in the world and not of the world. And just, I mean, like, wow, you're just spiritually gifted, pile number 4. And like, you get so many spiritual downloads, and you're connected with spirit on a level that many people have to work towards, but you're kind of like born this way because you're meant for something like greater. I don't mean to say that in a way that makes people feel like you're, because you're not superior. It's just you're on a different path than what others are. So yeah. We have make an altar and get some rest. So yeah, make an altar. If you already resonate with having an altar, then make sure your altar is clean. Make sure your spirit team has water or whatever you have for them. Make sure, you know, you take some time at your altar. Okay, make sure you commit to some altar time. Have some altar time. Then we have get some rest. I swear, that alarm came by like many different times. Like, what's going on out there? We have Take a Walk, and I'm getting Take a Walk, that song by Jill Scott. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Find a spot for us to spot and treat yourself sweetly. I mean, you've been through a lot and you do a lot, and you do a lot, you know, so treat yourself sweetly. And take in the earth, take in the sweet air, take in the life, okay? The more you connect with like your higher self and with your spirit team, the more whole you will feel, and the more complete you will feel, and the more you will feel like, yeah, I'm doing what's right, I'm on the right way, yeah, I can feel the doors opening for me. Yeah, you've had to let go of people and friendships and maybe people you've even grew up with or known your whole life, but it's like they were kind of getting in the way because like they weren't trying to improve their life. And that's not going to apply to everybody, but they weren't trying to improve their life. You know, they were kind of just trying to hold you down and keep you where you were. Okay, but it's like you're coming up as the Queen of Swords reversed. So just because people aren't doing what you're doing and people don't understand what you're putting out into the world and stuff like that, doesn't mean that you have to go run and hide. Doesn't mean that you should shun yourself out and hide yourself out from the world. You know, it just means that they're just not ready for you. You know, they're not, and that's okay. But you're still coming out as, you know, the King of Cups and the Hierophant. You're coming up as balanced. You're coming up as fair. You're coming up as someone who is doing the right thing. Wow, okay, we have a house, move in, new house, new location, upgrades and renovations. See, I like that. And then we have drugs. It was in reverse. So maybe you are someone who used to be a drug addict, or you used to do hard drugs, or someone who was doing drugs before and is not doing drugs now, or maybe you slowed down or need to slow down, or maybe you quit. Take that how that resonates. But it's like, if you don't do drugs, don't do drugs. If you do drugs, maybe you need to slow down, or maybe you need to get to the root cause of why you are doing drugs. What are you carrying that you shouldn't be carrying, that you're trying to escape from carrying? Hey baby. And we have a boss. So you could be a boss. Ooh, you can have long hair. Or your boss has long hair or whatever it is, but it's like maybe your boss does drugs. You have step siblings. These people could do drugs. Somebody got braces, or somebody's strong. Those are descriptions that could describe you or someone else. But take that how that resonates. I'm gonna pull from the Moonology, and then we are about to be out of here, baby. Be bold and make the first move. Yes. Emotions are running high, and surrender to the divine. So some of y'all gonna be tested. Some of y'all just need to chill and relax. Some of y'all are so wound up tight. Y'all do so much. Y'all do a lot. It would be nice to just sit down and watch a movie. You have brothers. So maybe your brother does drugs, or your stepbrother does drugs, or your step sibling does drugs. Maybe your boss does drugs. Somebody do drugs. Whatever. But it's like, take care of yourself. And we do have like star brothers here as well. Maybe your brother passed on. That's not going to apply to everybody, but maybe your brother passed on and you're carrying around guilt or trauma or something like that. I'm not ready to settle down. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I'm attracted to you. I'm secretly praying for your downfall. I want your love. Don't walk away, please. The way you talk about yourself is wrong. You take those words. How do you take those words? Okay. And then we have laughter. I smile, laugh, and enjoy life. Laughter is the best medicine. It really is, you guys. Have you ever had a really good laugh and it's just life-changing? Consistency will get you there. Procrastinating, complaining, playing victim will hold you up. And worrying. We have fun. You guys need to have fun. You guys need to get out and enjoy life. Play TikTok. I said TikTok. Tic-tac-toe. Hopscotch, jump rope, eat cotton candy. Dance like nobody else can see. Get used to feeling like a happy-go-lucky kid. Yeah, see, you're going in the right direction. You are on the right path, pile number 4. But you gotta like, you can't be so serious on this journey of life. Like, we're not getting out of here alive. We gotta live it up too. Have some fun. Laugh. Trust. Be patient. I trust the divine intelligence of life. My heart is open. That's what I said. You gotta open up your heart. Be patient. Brainstorm. Write it down. Discipline. And all of these heart cards are green. Others love you. You may not think so, because do you love yourself? Do you love yourself, pile number 4? If you love and honor yourself, you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. You read that. Exactly. And when you focus on the good only gets better. Don't focus on the loss. Focus on the gains. That's what I have for you, pile number 4. If you enjoy this reading, sending lots of love your way. Like this video, subscribe to the vibe, and ding the notification bell as well. If you like me going live and want me to go live more often, then let your girl know in the comment section below. Until next time, bye you guys.